Tonight, 11:30, the Ashes gets back underway, whether we like it or not, really. England 2 down in the series. Harry Brook, though, revealed that the squad have had a lovely break in Noosa between games.
To be honest, we tried to stay away from cricket as much as possible. We just wanted to go there and have a good time, and we had a belting time, and it was probably came at the right time when we're 2-0 down. I know most people won't think that, but to get away from the game and try and refresh as much as possible after a tough start to the series, hopefully that can help us leading into this game.
Well, now what we need from him, according to Ben Stokes, is for him to show a bit of dog. OK, let's get the thoughts of a man. And when we last spoke to him, actually, he was taking his dogs out for a walk. It's a very good morning to Darren Gough. Morning, Goughy.
Morning, Goughy.
Yeah, I won't be out of breath this morning, but I'm okay. And I tell you what, I've got the England top on. Look at this, boys, eh? I'm
mate.
up.
You're flying the flag, pal. You're flying the flag.
So how are you feeling going into this one then? What are our chances?
Well, we're nice and refreshed. We're listening to Harry there. It looks like he's been out on the lash for a week, so he's ready to rock and roll against Australia. He's doing it old school. That's what we used to do back in the day. But look, England have got a good side. I've said many a time, when you look on paper, the first 2 tests especially, on paper, England have got the better team. But for some reason, we didn't use that sporting intelligence you need in any sport, and Australia did. In those moments that matter, Australia came out victorious every single battle, and they're 2-0 up. Now, we've got to do almost a miracle now. It's happened once in Test cricket in 150 years, being 2-0 down. That was 36-37 with the greatest player ever, Don Bradman, came back from 2-0 down. So, it's going to be difficult, but going into Adelaide, you've got to be optimistic. England have got a decent record there. The toss of the coin, I think, is going to be absolutely massive. I remember when we were there in 98, Ali and Jeff. I mean, it was 40 degrees. 41 degrees. We could only bowl 1 over spells. I know that sounds daft, but for one session, they were going to call the session off. And me and Mullally alternated overs. So we bowled 1 over my end, and then he'd come on, and we had the spinner on at the other end. And we did that for a session. Actually, I enjoyed it. I'd like to do that more often.
Goughy, listen, mate. As you know, I'm a half full kind of guy myself, right? However, Lyon and Cummings back to join Boland and Stark. Explain to me why I should remain half full.
Well, yeah, look, on paper, they are a better side. What I will say, if you want to keep it remained half full, is but Lyon's not played and hardly bowled any overs realistically for someone of his talent and the amount of wickets he's got. Obviously, it's going to be there, the experience. But he's been used sparingly by Australia for the last 18 months, and he becomes their second spinner when they go anywhere in Asia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. He becomes their second spinner. And Cummins hasn't played since July. So if we want to be optimistic, let's look at it. Saying that, would it surprise me if Cummins gets 5 for and Lyon gets 5 for in the second innings to skittle us for 150? No, it wouldn't surprise me. But you've got to be optimistic. And I always believe, and I did as a player, but you've always got a chance to win. Once you stop believing you can win a game, what is the point of even going out there, you know? Yeah. And I think Ben Stokes definitely does that. And it's good to see one of the things we did as an England team way back 97, 98, 99, 2000, when I was probably at my peak, we did have that dog mentality. Yeah. And it was a thing we talked about a lot, and it was a word we used a lot. I'm not telling you the second bit we used of that sentence, but it was a lot of dog in there. Yeah. And it's good to see they've brought that back, because without it, it's nothing. And against Australia, you've got to fight. And I think Ben Stokes is a great leader, and the players have got to follow him now. They can't just keep going off on their own tangent. They've got to follow their leader and play the way he does.
Well, you know, Goughy, I mean, if we look back at the first couple of games, crushing defeats in the end. But England have been in positions in those matches, especially the first test, you know, where we could easily have gone on and won. So is the gulf as big as people are suggesting?
No, it's not. As I said, on paper, I think the first 2 tests especially, I think England have had the better side. But it's been about those moments you've talked about where Australia have realised that Test cricket is hard. And when you get in those moments, you have to fight through them and then you can go on and play your game once you've changed that momentum and calmed everything down. But we just keep going out as though we got no care in the world. And like I said, when you get treated where you're going to lose two test matches in 6 days and go on a week's break in Noosa, I'll tell you what, if we lose this one, where are we going next? Maldives?
Coffee, tongue in for Atkinson, no Bashir. That surprise you at all?
The Bashir one does a little bit, purely because Tong doesn't surprise me. I thought he was going to definitely... I think England are going to rotate that squad anyway. I think Atkinson will probably come back in for the next one in Melbourne. Bashir surprised me because they've said numerous times, but England's best spinner is Bashir. Whether you believe that or not, I don't, but whether you believe it or not, he's come out many times and said it. Even the last test, well, the pink ball, our best spinner, number one spinner is Bashir, and he will play when we need him to do that. Now, it's a must-win game, and we're not playing our best spinner. And that tells you it's suddenly gone 3 years of faith in a kid that's played more test matches than first-class cricket, and then suddenly he's been dumped. So it is a bit strange. But saying that, I mean, Will Jacks, I actually thought in the last test showed a bit of spirit and a bit of guts. He bowled okay, but his batting and fielding was excellent. So they've gone for more depth in the batting, haven't they? Similar to Australia, you know. They've gone with Josh Inglis. They could have gone Bo Webster. They could have gone Khawaja, but they've gone for Josh Inglis, the Yorkshire lad, by the way. And they've put him into the side, and he's going to bat that, at 7, with Cummins at 8. So it'll be interesting to see how they operate Australia as well.
Goffey, brilliant. Thanks, mate.
Brilliant, Goffey, lad. You're looking well, my old son.
Aye, I'm getting a tan this lovely weather.
I can see it, mate. I can see it. You're looking well. A lot better than you looked that Thursday at lunch I was with you. But anyway, you're looking well, mate.
And a text from Scott.
Enjoy, mate.
Text from Scott here says, love Goffey. Get him back on talkSPORT every day.
Oh, aye. Brilliant.
Yeah, it says in place of Ali, it says here. Oh, no. Thank you, Goffey. Play gets underway 11:30 tonight. Tune in to talkSPORT Breakfast with the best place for reaction in the morning. Big Alan Ali will be joined by Steve Harmison and Mark Butcher, so make sure you join us.